The Soul King is dead. At the end of Core 3, we witness the ultimate failure. Ichigo Kurosaki, manipulated by the Almighty, struck down the linchpin of existence. This triggers the beginning of the end. In the upcoming conflict, we aren't just fighting for Soul Society, we are fighting against the merging of all realities. Yhwach has absorbed the Soul King and ascended to godhood. He has reshaped the royal palace into Warwelt, the true world. Based on the manga chapters, here is the exact timeline of the events known as the Calamity and the final confrontation that awaits us. The timeline picks up immediately where we left off. With the Soul King absorbed, the boundaries between the world of the living, Soul Society, and Hueco begin to dissolve. This is the Calamity. In the manga, Yhwach creates a new order. He moves his city, the Silbern, directly onto the royal realm. The remaining Shinigami, the Gote 13, and the survivors of the Royal Guard are forced to invade this new fortress. This leads to a series of isolated, high-stakes battles. While the captains deal with the elite Schutzstaffel, Gerard Valkyrie, Lil Baro, and Askin Nakkalevar, Ichigo and Orihime rush directly to the throne room for the head of the snake. This leads us to chapter 676. Ichigo confronts Yhwach at the top of Warwelt. This is where we see Ichigo's true hybrid nature fully realized. He combines his Quincy blood, his Shinigami powers, and his holification into the Horn of Salvation form. This isn't the uncontrollable monster from the Arrancar arc, this is Ichigo in perfect balance. He unleashes a Gran Cero combined with a Getsuga Tenshō, an attack so powerful it forces Yhwach to stop playing around. However, the manga shows us the terrifying reality of the Almighty. It isn't just future sight, it is future transformation. Yhwach doesn't just see Ichigo's Bankai, he breaks it in the future before Ichigo can even swing it. It is a moment of absolute despair. Ichigo is stripped of his powers, his hollow energy, and his Quincy energy, leaving him defeated. With Ichigo down, the timeline shifts to the only entity capable of challenging a god, Sosuke Aizen. Released from Muken by Shunsui Kyoraku, Aizen arrives on the battlefield in chapter 682. This is the most crucial strategic pivot in the war. Yhwach mocks Aizen, believing his sword is broken, but he falls into a trap. Aizen uses Kyōka Suigetsu not to defeat Yhwach, but to mess with his perception of time and the future. He creates a singular blind spot in the Almighty. While Yhwach believes he is fighting Ichigo and Renji, he is actually fighting Aizen the entire time. It is a battle of illusions versus omniscience. While Aizen buys time, the final piece of the puzzle falls into place, Uryū Ishida. Throughout the arc, Uryū has been gathering still silver, a substance found in the hearts of Quincy's, who died during Yhwach's Auswahlen. In chapter 684, Uryū fires a distinct arrowhead made of this silver. When it hits Yhwach, it does the one thing nothing else could, it momentarily turns off his powers. For a split second, the Almighty is deactivated. In that frozen moment, illusions fade. Ichigo, utilizing the opening created by Aizen and Uryū, strikes. His broken Bankai shatters away to reveal his original blade, the Zangetsu, from the very beginning of the series. The manga concludes this battle with Yhwach realizing that his vision of a nightmare was actually a vision of his own death at Ichigo's hands. The timeline concludes with the restoration of the worlds. The separation between life and death remains. Yhwach's desire to merge everything into a deathless world is stopped, preserving the cycle of souls. Core 4 will bring these manga chapters to life, concluding the 20-year saga of the substitute Soul Reaper. That is the timeline of the final war. Which specific chapter moment are you most excited to see animated? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more lore breakdowns.